That's a room of death for sure. Are you aware of that? That a couple died on this bedroom? Oh, okay. There's a lot of them. Seems like every place I turn, there's some.
Way up there. Okay,
And it came directly from
you know what? Somebody already modified it.
It's crowded upstairs.
We are in Copenhagen, New York, which is kind of halfway between Watertown and Lowville, New York, right on Route 12. And the homeowners called me earlier this week and said that they had quite a bit of activity in the house. And the owners of the house, which are an elderly couple with adult children, the adult children often come in and out of the house, and they've experienced things over the years and thought that it would be a good idea for us to come in and investigate and find out exactly what's going on.
Which we done a ghost hunt, which we should have never done, because we really messed up bad. And we were, you know, getting voices. When my son picked up his recorder and he played it later, some man's voice said, "When I talk to you, look at me." So my son said, "If I knew you were there, I would have looked at you." And then a little boy said, "Hey, I'm here by the clock." So I wondered which clock, because we have one downstairs and upstairs. And it's many little things happen, but you can hear them during the day when they have nothing to do. One day I was peeling potatoes out here, and I heard somebody walking down the hallway. So I said, "I wonder who's left here. I thought everybody left." And I walked over to the staircase, and I got the potato, and I'm looking up the stairs, and then it dawns on me, you might not want to see what comes around that corner. And somebody knocked at the door, and it happened to be some man. I kept the man at the door. We talked about World War I, II, and if there was any other war, I would have stuck it in there until my husband came home. And once he came home, I went right upstairs. There was nobody up there. But I was just waiting for him to come to the doorway. He sounded so close.
When we decided to come here, Hank had contacted me, and Hank is one of our group psychics. Hank has been working in the field for about 35 years. He often helps out with police departments in trying to find missing people. And Hank had decided that he wanted to come in here blindfolded.
Just take me by the arm and don't let me bump into anything.
Mm-hmm. And what that does is cuts off one of his senses, and by cutting off his sight, a lot of times that's going to eliminate the possibility of you know, getting information beforehand.
You know, Deb, you can start it from this little red dot too.
Whenever I go to a place, I tell them I don't want to know anything about it. You know, all I want to know is the directions how to get there. So when I go in and do the scan and search that I do, then the reports of what takes place, you know, can validate what I tell them.
He knew nothing about the place. He wasn't even told where he was going until about 2 hours before he got here. It gives it more validity that he does have some kind of a gift, and it does aid in investigations.
Boy, there's a lot of stuff in here.
I'm right here.
There's a lot of stuff
right
in here.
in the middle of a room. We're going to stay right here for a minute.
A lot of stuff in here. It feels like an old hospital.
Okay, another kick plate on the floor.
I counted about 6 in here already. There's one right there. I don't know what's there, but it's a combination of a mental picture, which is first triggered by the energy. The energy, it's like a magnetic energy that I feel first. Okay, there's one right here. And sometimes a mental picture will develop, and sometimes it won't. Other times it might be a verbal message. I see an A real old guy with white hair and a full white beard right here. Long, huge white beard. Long white hair.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
He said that he had seen a man with a beard and, you know, described basically Herman Munger, who had built this house. And what was interesting is that there was a rendition of him, not an actual photograph, but a rendition of him on the wall. We know that Herman Munger is also buried in a local cemetery, and a lot of the family members also report that they think they see him in the house.
That's a room of death for sure. Are you aware of that? That a couple died on this bedroom?
No.
Couple died in there. It wasn't dramatic, you know. It's natural death.
I had a man come that used to live here when his grandmother lived here, and he said she died in this room. It was during they had the fever here, and 2 children died in here. Do you feel a child in here?
I feel so many. Every room I go in, I either feel them or see them. Energies, spirits. Do you know if this was used as a hospital?
Downstairs, I heard that years back in the 1800s that there used to be a doctor lived here, and they used to bring women that were delivering babies and having problems and brought them here.
Do you know specifically which room?
The bathroom.
Was it the one that I? Okay, good. I didn't feel any danger, you know. So yeah, you know, Stacy asked me what I thought, and said, yeah, go ahead with the investigation. You know, there's no problems.